Hello and welcome to Science News, bringing you the most groundbreaking stories in science. Today we take a look at food allergies. We all know someone who has one, or perhaps you even have one yourself. In fact, hospital admissions for anaphylaxis due to food allergies have doubled over the last decade in Australia, the US, and the UK. But what is at the root of these allergies, and why have we seen such a rise in them in recent years? Some studies have suggested that our gut microbiome is the answer. Here's Elaine, our roving doctor, with more.
Most of you have probably heard statements such as, the human body contains trillions of microorganisms, but the importance of these microorganisms is often overlooked. Where have they come from, and what are they doing in us? Are they helpful? I've got microbiologist Judy Imbroith today to give us some answers. Professor, can you tell us a bit more about the microbiome?
Well, yes. Humans and microbes have coexisted since the dawn of time, developing a complicated relationship which modern research is only just beginning to uncover. Microbes provide great protective benefits to humans, and as a part of nature, microbes simply take the chance to survive and colonize anywhere they can. However, our modern lifestyles have interrupted these relationships, and research is beginning to suggest that this may be causing a dysbiosis of the microorganisms involved in mucosal homeostasis in the gastrointestinal tract. The gut is home to the largest bacterial community in the body, as well as more immune cells than any other organ. These two communicate intimately to maintain homeostasis.
What do these tiny organisms have to do with food allergies? Allergic reactions occur due to the body's adaptive immune response, acting as a defense mechanism against non-self molecules, known as antigens. A highly complex process. Symptoms of allergic reactions include swelling, itching, headaches, and in more severe cases, anaphylaxis. Food is essential to human life and normally does not induce this immune response due to a phenomenon called oral tolerance, which suppresses immune responses to antigens that enter via the oral route. However, an individual can develop a hypersensitivity towards certain foods, meaning this oral tolerance does not work properly. Therefore, an immune response occurs, leading to an allergic reaction. So, is there a correlation between the microbiome and food allergies?
Well, there's a simple explanation which suggests that the microbial imbalance now being observed in young individuals is one of the predominant factors contributing to reduced oral tolerance and the development of allergic sensitization.
So we have less microbial diversity, and therefore we are more sensitive. Seems too simple, right?
Yes, it is. Because the human gut microbiome is extremely complex and influenced by a range of factors, including environmental exposure, parental gut microbiota, and countless lifestyle and dietary choices. For example, the overuse of antibiotics reduces microbiome diversity, whilst breastfeeding rather than sterile bottle feeding has also been found to have a large influence on child's gut microbiome. Diet, though, plays the largest role in maintaining microbiome diversity. Specifically, a diet maintaining fiber and polyphenols is important, as students have noted extinction of microbial species in fiber-deficient diets.
So, can you tell us a bit more about some of the research in this area?
Sure. Many studies stem from the original hygiene hypothesis described in 1989 and have evolved to demonstrate connections between early life exposures to microbes and the development of allergic diseases. In one study, there was a marked reduction in microbial richness and diversity in those with peanut or tree nut allergy.
In another study, mice that were born and raised in a sterile environment known as germ-free mice were used to look at the protective role of microbiota in constraining allergic responses. One study found that these germ-free mice were more susceptible to oral antigen-induced anaphylaxis than mice colonized with a diverse microbiota. However, the underlying mechanisms by which gut microbiota modulate food allergy is not completely understood. Nevertheless, it is widely acknowledged that gut bacteria interact with many aspects of the immune system, with some suggesting modulation of type 2 immunity, regulation of basophil homeostasis, promotion of intestinal barrier function, and regulation of the mucosal immune system as key mechanisms in their impact on food allergy response. So, why can't we just treat allergic kids with microbes?
Well, there's some research which is attempting to do just that, with particular success demonstrating that probiotics provided protection against eczema. However, other than in eczema, there is little evidence to suggest probiotics assist generally in preventing allergic disease. As mentioned, this field is difficult to research given the large number of variations that influence the gut microbiome.
I think that's a good spot to leave things for today. Thanks, Professor, and that's where we'll head back to you, Stuart.
Thanks to the team this week and our great guest, Professor Imbroith. It truly is an exciting field. However, what we know now, many wouldn't have previously thought possible to even know. So there's no doubt that as technology and our knowledge further develops, so too will our sophisticated understanding of the microbial origins of allergies. It's truly an exciting time in science once again. Thanks for your time today.